Hey everybody, what's up? You know, the Mercedes C Class has always been a staple in the premium compact sedan class, and for 2022, this C Class has been redesigned from the ground up. This is the four-door C300 4Matic that we are looking at today, and we're gonna kind of start in the middle here because this has a new design. It's called the cab back design. So everything's kind of pulled backwards a little bit, and you have a higher shoulder line, and because of that, you have this kind of laid back, kind of sleeker look with it. In the front, you'll see that the hood has this power dome. You see these two little humps in the middle, and that gives it a little bit more, I wouldn't say aggression, but there's a lot of curves and creases, and they've really placed them all in the right spot here. This is equipped with the night package, by the way, so you get the AMG body kit with it. So you see these side flares here. They look really good. You also get 18-inch bicolor aero wheels on this. This is the one thing that I'm not a fan of. I wouldn't get the night package just because of these wheels. Not a fan of them whatsoever. Night package also gives you black trim like around the window surrounds, things like that. But you can also get the sport package, and then you don't get these aero wheels. So I'd probably go for that. This night package is 2,900 Canadian dollars, by the way. Up in the front, we have LED headlamps. This is equipped with the new LED digital lamps, so they can actually bend the light with this here. And the C Class now has an A-shaped type of frame surround here, and you have this chrome star pattern grille. I do like the look of that. And check this out. Look at where the license plate holder is. Love it. You know, you're not gonna ruin complete aesthetics of this. It'd be nicer not to have it at all, but hey, it's not smack right in the middle, ruining that nice grille there. So it's off to the side there. The new C Class is also larger. It's 2.5 inches longer, it's wider, and the wheelbase is a little bit longer as well. In the back, you'll see an entirely different rear tail light design. So you have a horizontal split tail lamp, which is the first for the C Class. The C300 also comes with these nice chrome, large elongated chrome exhaust finishers, and this does have the power lift gate as part of a package, but it does not come hands-free standard. You do have to pay extra. It's only like 75 bucks. So just a little kick and up she comes. It is power operated, power up and down for the close. And once you open it up, you'll see a large trunk area. It's not quite the largest in its class, but you can fit a lot of stuff in here. It's just still amazing how they classify these cars nowadays as this is a compact class. So years ago, this would definitely be a mid-size car for sure. So lots of room. We have a hook on the back here for your groceries. We have a remote folding button for folding down those rear seats. And if we lift up this pad here, we have a large, big, huge storage area with some dividers here. There is no spare tire though. Ready to close, hit that lock button, down it comes, walk away. If you didn't look at the badge outside and you were just placed in here, you probably wouldn't even know which Mercedes you were sitting in. You see, this new C300 really takes a lot of cues from its much more expensive and flagship S-Class sibling. Right off the bat, right in the center, you now have a very similar screen to that S-Class. It's 11.9 inches, and it's actually tilted 6 degrees toward the driver, so it's driver-centric. I really do like this size of screen. First of all, you have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I have CarPlay on right now, and instead of normally seeing 2 rows of apps on your screen, you get 3 rows, so a lot more real estate if you have a lot of different apps, and it's really good for maps if you want to use your phone's map system instead of the built-in one that this one has. You also get a 12.3-inch cluster in behind the steering wheel. And overall, the C300 actually does come with a lot of standard features, even without buying any of the packages. Like you do get the heated and power front seats, you get the heated steering wheel, you get the big panel roof as well. Below the screen, you even get a fingerprint sensor. So if you actually click on that, or not click on it, but just touch it, that is going to store your driver profile. So if you have different drivers in here, they can just put their fingerprint on there and it's going to adjust everything for you. Now, this is also equipped with a few different options. So this has the Premium and the Premium Plus package. That gives you things like the keyless go, which is a must-have. The power trunk, the premium ambient lighting. I have it on purple right now. The head-up display, the digital LED light that we talked about when we were on the outside. Along with the premium packages, of course, there are some standalone options that you can get, such as the sensor for the foot-activated power trunk, the wireless charging, the Burmester stereo. You can get, this has the open port look and this metal weave finish. You know what, if you don't want to get the metal weave, you can get the matte diamond weave for free and save yourself a few $100. So I might actually go for that because I like a matte finish. Everything is new in here. I like the design of the door handle. It's kind of a floating design they have. You have new seats here. They can adjust actually forward and back with a press of a button, which is nice. A lot of other vehicles, sometimes you can of course adjust them up and down, but sometimes they're just too far forward. You know, it's like, it's nice to be able to go a little further back. Everyone has different size heads, right? And wants different comfort for their drive position. The C300 is equipped with USB-C plugs, so that's the small one. I really like the fact that you actually have memory settings for both driver and passenger. One thing this one is not equipped with, however, it is an option, are ventilated seats, and we could actually use that. It's a kind of a hot day today. So speaking of seats, let's check out the back seat. Normally, you don't want to sit in the back of a compact sedan too long, but that's not quite the case for this new C300. You see, because of the longer wheelbase and the length of this vehicle, and it's wider, you get more room, especially for the back passengers. So I'm sitting here behind the driver. It's set where I would actually be driving. I'm almost 5'11". I might be shrinking a little bit, but look at how much room I have for my knees. It's crazy. And for my feet, they can fit completely underneath the driver's seat as well. Good shoulder room. So you get 1.5 inches more leg room, and height-wise, you get 1/2 inch more headroom as well. You get that nice floating design, same as the front there. The back does have 2 air vents. You do not get your own climate control, and there are no other additional USBs in the rear. You do have the 2 in the middle console and the 1 up front there. And there is a large hump in the middle for the drivetrain, so be aware of that. If you have to be a rear middle passenger, that's not going to be the best place. Now, if you want your armrest down, here's something kind of interesting. Normally there's a drink holder here. When I push it, it just comes out, has that little pencil holder type of thing. I don't see a drink holder. I don't know if it's stuck or not. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. It was stuck. All right, so you do have a drink holder. Let's see if we can get that back out again. It's a little bit sticky. There we go. All right, so you do have 2 drink holders here. Maybe it's a little bit misaligned. But yeah, I'd have no problem sitting in the back here for a long period of time at all. All right, we are on the road. The first thing I noticed getting into this vehicle and driving it is how low the torque comes in on this new C Class. And the reason being, this has Mercedes Boost EQ system, which is essentially a 48 volt mild hybrid. It has like a starter generator, and what it does is it takes care of what there could be any turbo lag at the low end. So it has this electric boost. And so it gives you 22 pound-feet more of torque, and it is really, really noticeable, especially at low speeds and low RPM. And you get 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque right now. It's very, very responsive for sure. It's going through a 9-speed automatic transmission, which has been revised so that the actual unit is smaller now, and it is 30% lighter in weight. This is no slouch by any means. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, 6 seconds. So 0 to 60 miles per hour will run you a couple tenths quicker than that. If we want to go and change our dynamic drive to Sport Plus, for instance, hit the gas. Transmission kicks in a little bit quicker. Downshifts are a little bit more predictable for it. And the balance is really good on this vehicle. Now in Canada, all C300s come standard with 4Matic all-wheel drive. In the US, you have a choice of rear wheel or all-wheel drive. And in other markets, you actually get rear axle steering. That is not available in North America, by the way. And this is also not available with adaptive dampers in this C300. Now, you know, a lot of you know, I'm good friends with Zach from Motormouth, and we talk all the time. We were speaking about this particular vehicle because he had it before me, and him and Andrea, they really noticed that they thought the front suspension was really soft because they were bottoming out or they're scraping a lot. You know what? I did have it happen a couple times, but you know, I'm going over these big potholes right now. I went and I ran it through the gauntlet in this shopping area that I go to, which has just tons of big speed bumps and speed humps, and it never happened to me, but it did happen exiting a McDonald's, coming down on an incline and then turning, and also out of my driveway a little bit. And you don't have to go fast. And I don't know, I wouldn't say it's really, really soft, but I think it's just that little extra piece of plastic on the bottom is just fairly low. But I don't have a big issue with it. But yeah, maybe it's because they have 2 people in their car. I don't know. I've only tested this with a single person. This new C also has an over boost function. So for 30 seconds, you can get an additional 27 horsepower, which is a pretty big bump, especially for 30 seconds. How does it work? I am actually not quite sure. I tried to look it up and I couldn't find how it works. Maybe if you're in Sport Plus and you just put it to the floor, it might overboost that way. I don't see any type of indication that that's happening though, but let's just see. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. The C300 doesn't really have the sportiest drive in its class, but it never really did. You know, if you want more performance, you can go into the AMG variant of this. So you have that C43 AMG, and that will give you more than 100 horsepower more. Unfortunately, one of my favorite all-time C classes was the C63 AMG with that beautiful V8. That is no longer available, so you're gonna have to settle for the C43. But for a lot of people, this is what you want. It has plenty of power. It's extremely comfortable. It's quiet. We're on a real rough, loud concrete road right now, and you know, it isolates you very well, and it does what a Mercedes is good at doing, and that's just providing you a nice, comfortable, luxurious ride. This C can be equipped with Mercedes' latest advanced technology driving systems. It is an option for that package. This particular one is not equipped with it, but if you do get it, you get all your things like your Distronic active cruise control. You have lane change assist, pre-active exit, pretty well everything that Mercedes offers, including pre-safe plus and pre-safe sound. And what those are, pre-safe plus is it uses the sensors. If it knows that you're going to be in a rear end collision, the sensors can sense that, hey, someone's going to hit you. It's automatically going to boost the brakes, put the brakes on for you. So when they hit you, not only is it going to try to keep you in place, but it's going to keep you from rolling out further into traffic, into another accident. And pre-safe sound, if it knows that you're going to get into an imminent crash, it actually uses the stereo system and emits a particular frequency sound that's basically inaudible, and it actually, that sound goes and closes off a portion of your eardrum to actually save your hearing. Like that's pretty crazy stuff for safety. You know, a lot of people don't think of that. If you're going to be in an accident already, you know, let's protect not just your body and your limbs, but hey, your hearing's pretty important as well. You know what, I'm really, really impressed of how far the C Class has come. You know, once upon a time, it was your stepping stone, your appetizer into the higher end Mercedes-Benz. It was kind of the base model. No more. This can stand on its own. This can be your own entree. You don't need to step up from here, and you are still getting all the sophistication that you do get from the higher levels of Mercedes-Benz. Sure, it might not have the horsepower or some of the materials on it, but it has everything else. It's very, very balanced. I love the power delivery with that new boost EQ system. That torque down low makes a big, big difference. So what's it gonna cost you? Well, in Canada, this starts at $56,000. Remember, all of our units are 4Matic all-wheel drive, and this one, as tested, comes in at $68,000. Don't worry, I will leave the build sheet at the end of the video so you can have a look at all the options that this one has and pick which ones that you would get, because I basically showed them all to you. So anyways, I think Mercedes has done an exceptional job, and they've really, really upped the ante in this compact premium class for sure. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you on the next Everyday Review. Safe driving.